Shalom, 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 and greetings, and welcome back to another episode here at Israelite Talk TV, one of the number one platforms with what? That's right, where you don't get no paid media. Okay, now family, man, hope everybody doing good tonight, man. Man, I was gonna go live Saturday, right? Man, tell me why on my way to the crib I catch a flat. You know what I'm saying? Man, I was down till like this morning. You know what I'm saying? So got everything situated and stuff. So that's why we didn't go live, you know what I'm saying, Saturday night. But you guys see the thumbnail. You see the title. That's right. Today, family, we gotta talk about okay. Now there's a lot of let me see. All right. So family, there's a lot of confusion, right, on who this UNK is that dropped the bag on young Dolph, right? And so I want to take the time out to clear up a lot of this confusion, right? Because what you guys got to understand is that there's a lot of shit that's been throughout on the internet, right? And what you guys got to understand is that sometimes you can hear things for so long that you start to think that these things are true. You see what I'm saying? And it's only right that we break down and give people the real whenever there's facts. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we can come on here and we can assume this or think something is this, but if it's when the facts come out, it's just what it is. The other reason why we got to break this down, family, is because you guys got to understand that there's a lot of theater that's going on right now, a lot of three-card Molly that's being played, okay? A lot of theatrics. What you guys got to understand is this right here. The DA has come out and said that they're pushing this trial back to September, okay? And they're telling us the reason why is because they need more expert opinion on the different things surrounding the case, the DA and also the defendants. What you guys got to understand is that this is all theater. Why? Because here's the deal. If the defense was ready to go to trial today, they cannot go to trial without Hernandez Govan. Okay. This is the thing that ones have to understand, family. You know what I'm saying? And I got to break this down. Y'all got to understand that there is a conspiracy that's going on, a conspiracy. So how can you go to trial with just the shooters? You got to have all the pieces together in order to go to trial. And because they don't have that other link, you know what I'm saying? This is why they're not going to trial right now. You know what I'm saying? And I got to break this thing down for y'all to understand. So make sure, family, when y'all come into the building, y'all know how we rock over here. Make sure y'all show the chat some love. Make sure y'all hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? That way, the machine know that this is something people want to put ears on. You know what I mean? Because we busting it open. You know what I'm saying? The other thing is make sure that you guys are subscribed to the channel and make sure y'all share this video, man, because people need to hear this information, right? So we all can get on one accord. You know what I'm saying? And move forward in this thing. Okay. So now let's get into this thing, right? So of course, as I explained to you guys, right, there's been a lot of confusion. Okay. A lot of confusion. And let me see here. Okay. A lot of confusion, right? Now, a lot of people they have said is okay, from this guy right here, known as Keon, right, which is one of the guys that uh is currently locked up for the shooting of young Dolph in North Carolina, right? I think in the future I'm going to do a piece on him, right? Now I know a lot of you guys have heard the stories and stuff on him, but there was a situation where there was a couple incidents out there in North Carolina with CMG and PRE, and I want to talk about the one where when everything first initially popped off, where you know what I'm saying, they were speaking about how Gotti and Dolphman was in the same spot. And, you know, and this is before the Pooh Shiesty days, you know what I'm saying? And Dolph sent them goons over there. And they say this brother right here got shot. And then, of course, we know what happened when young Dolph Sprinter got shot up. You know what I'm saying? So there was a couple attempts on young Dolph's life. Now, the thing that's important, right, that I want you guys to understand is because we just did this expose on Rock Nation, right? And them dropping this money on the DA, right? Y'all got to understand that Yo Gotti has been signed to them since around 2016. And if you actually go back, this same guy right here, Keon, you also see him with Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, Jay-Z signed them boys in 2016. You know what I'm saying? So Jay-Z has been around for a very long time. And the thing y'all got to understand about a person like Jay-Z, right, is just go back and check the credits, right? Jay-Z move a certain particular way. Jay-Z is going to use you to get that money. You know what I'm saying? That's just how he get out. You know what I'm saying? And as long as you bringing that money into him, he gonna mess with you. Just go back and look at the state property days with Benny Siegel, and we know everything that came down on Benny Siegel, and he explained how everything went left when he went to court, went to jail, and all this other stuff, right? So we know how whole move. He gonna get that money. You know what I'm saying? But when shit hit the fan, we know he gonna cover his ass, right? So this is one of the guys who they said, who name came up, right? Also, right? This guy name also came up, right? Now this guy right here, okay, and let's blow him up. This guy right here is known as Head, right? And him and Zach Randolph are the owners of Endless Records. Okay. I also believe that he's related to Yo Gotti. Okay. And here we go. We see him with Big Juk and Gotti. Okay. And of course, you know, he sent his condolences when Big Juk passed. So I really believe that um he's probably most likely related to Gotti and them too. You know what I'm saying? So, but they are, him and Zach Randolph is the owners of Endless Records, right? And so we know that Straight Drop was on his way to Indianapolis, right? So I do believe that all of these individuals were not Keon because he's locked up, but we heard Big Juk name, right? They were saying Big Juk was the right? So I do believe that he was helping guiding them out, you know what I'm saying? And all this stuff, like I said, is all allegedly, you know what I'm saying? I do believe that they was helping them out because remember, the agent that tracked straight dropping them down. Remember, he said all of the locations that they checked. They checked Indianapolis, they checked Dallas, Houston, Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? And I believe Virginia, North Carolina, somewhere out there also. So they were going to all these spots where Gotti them got ties and shit at, right? So what I want you guys to understand is that these guys, even though they may be involved, that's not the unk that they're talking about. The person that they're talking about is Hernandez Govan, and they're trying to hide and conceal Hernandez Govan's identity, right? And let me break this down for you guys to understand. Okay. Now, the next thing that I want to do is let's get over here, right? Because this right here, family, is what caused all the confusion. Okay, let's listen to Jamarcus Johnson right here.
Another, uh, while Justin was on another phone for the benefit of his parole or probation officer.
He was called to get somebody's number, and I was my phone down there, and I put somebody else's phone on that.
And you told me about the times that you did that. Is that correct? And you also described times not just with probation or parole officer, but also with an individual named you as C. Is that correct? You now know that individual to be related Smith. Is that right? And you described to me, you would turn this phone over, and in it were text messages with this individual C. Is that correct? And some of these text messages, some of what you witnessed was conversation with regard to money that Justin would be getting to see. Is that correct? That's for money. Is that correct? And that somebody else was referred to as Pump. Is that correct? Yes, this would be money that C asked for from Justin, that Justin was going to get from Pump. Is that correct? You described all that to me. You've also looked at some photographs that included one of your half-brother, a particular outfit.
Let's pause that right there, family. So right there, okay, right there, right? He said that in that text message, right? It was talk about money that came from right? Now, this is what you guys got to understand, right? Because we got to pay attention to detail. Now, I want you guys to listen to the question that this lady's getting ready to put to Paul, right? Now, listen to this.
I can't comment on anything on the record. I don't be between 1 and 2 years. He's also agreed that they're all consecutive to each other. So his total exposure is 6 to 12 years on the 3 charges, and sentencing is pending.
What did he agree to range 2 and not range 1?
It's a product of negotiations between the parties. It's not atypical.
One of the outstanding questions here is the motive for the actual killing. Can you discuss that at all at this point? Simply money or something else?
I can't comment on anything on the record. Can't remember whether or not our indictment gets into the motive or not. But I think there probably will be some information forthcoming about that sooner rather than later.
All right. I remember you said in there that he had said that he did see there was payment to Justin. Do we know where that payment is coming from, or who he received that from?
I can't.
Now, family, did you guys hear that? He said he saw payment. Do we know who that's coming from? Okay, let's back that up for just a quick second, right?
He's also agreed that they're all consecutive to each other. I don't remember whether or not our indictment gets into the motive or not. But I think there probably will be some information forthcoming about that sooner rather than later.
All right. I remember you said in there that he had said that he did see there was payment to Justin. Do we know where that payment is coming from, or who he received that from?
I can't comment on that.
So the woman asked him, he said that he saw payment, right? Do we know who that payment is coming from, right? So what you guys got to understand, family, they're tracking the phones. They know where the fuck that payment came from. It's in that phone. So what you guys got to understand is that if Jamarcus Johnson is sitting here telling these people, cooperating with him and giving them all this information, y'all don't think that he told him where the money came from? Now, this is the other part right here where everybody missed. Because remember, she just said he saw payment. He saw payment, right? Okay, now listen to this. Okay, listen to this right here. Listen to this right here. And let me blow this up for you guys.
Young Dolph was killed. I just spoke with District Attorney Steve Mulroy, who says Johnson has been on their radar for quite some time.
Well, this new suspect is charged with conspiracy, and we're alleging that he helped one of the shooters escape, and he helped one of the shooters receive money for the solicited murder.
Did you guys hear that? See, they didn't say this in court, but this is what the DA is saying. He helped him receive money. Helped him receive money. Let me back it up for you guys.
Receive money for the solicited, and he helped one of the shooters. He helped one of the shooters escape, and he helped one of the shooters receive money for the.
So he helped one of the shooters receive money, meaning he know where the hell that money came from. You see what I'm saying? He know where the money came from. Because if you helping somebody receive payment, you know where the money is coming from. Let me back it up for you guys one more time.
He helped one of the shooters receive money for the solicited murder.
Jamarcus is being charged with conspiracy to commit first-degree murder and all.
So, family, this is why, and listen, I got to break this down to you because you guys that do not understand the judicial system. Jamarcus Johnson was charged with conspiracy. Did you hear what that lady said? Steve Mulroy said that he's been on their radar for some time. So he gave Justin Johnson whoever told on straight drop. which sources is saying, and like I said, all this is allegedly, I can't confirm none of this. They said it was Shondell Barnett. And I do believe that to be true, right? Because this is what you guys got to understand, right? You got to understand how the judicial system work. And when you commit crime, Straight Drop was driving that car when they got popped, right? Shondell Barnett was the passenger. There wasn't no warrant out for Shondell Barnett. He could have easily said, man, the man was taking me to Indianapolis. I ain't know what was going on. I ain't been following the news. I don't know what's going on with him, right? But, and they would have just been like, okay, he's not wanted for anything. Let him go. The other thing is the marshal said that they knew for sure that Shondell Barnett was helping Justin Johnson move around and get away from all these people and all this shit, right? This is what the marshal said. And they said this is why he had been charged. But one of the things you got to pay attention to detail is when they caught them, as I explained to y'all in the other in one of the other messages, they split them up. So if they co-defendants and they together, why did they send Justin Johnson to a whole nother spot and then they separated them off the muscle when right where they got caught at in Brazil, Indiana, right there in Terre Haute, there was a federal spot right there they could have took them to. So whenever people are cooperating with the police, this is what they do. They move them to and fro to get them out the mix. And as you can see, they let Shondell Barnett go. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no mistake. And then they haven't went and got him. Okay? It's the thing that ones have to understand. I mean, this guy that went on live and did all of this shit. So when he was like, they not looking for me, you know what I'm saying? This helps you to understand that 9 times out of 10, he's the one that dropped that location and collected that money. And they put that boy up. You see what I'm saying? This is what's going on. But I believe what happened is they were on Jamarcus Johnson, right? And they knew that he had that phone. Because family, listen to what they're saying. They're telling us, right, that this guy Straight Drop, right? These guys got to be the stupidest guys on earth. The dumbest criminals ever, family. Okay? Got to be the stupidest criminals ever, right? They're telling us, family, this is what they're telling us, right? They're telling us that this guy, Jamarcus Johnson, kept this phone that Straight Drop had with him on this lick. They say that he went on this lick with this phone, right? So he's got the phone at the scene. Because what you guys got to remember, they can ping those phones. They know the location of where those phones is at. This is why when you're doing stuff like this is the shit that's madness. How the hell they been planning this shit since June or July the year before, and they don't know none of this shit, right? You know what I'm saying? You got the phone on the scene. They're saying that that phone was on the scene that Jamarcus Johnson had, but they're saying that Straight Drop gave it to him after that. Don't logical sense tell you after they got Straight Drop in that car? Them logical sense tell you to get rid of that phone. They say that that phone is the same phone that's been around, and not only has it been around, in that phone is discussing this shit about the hit of Young Dolph. This is why when they got Hernandez Govan, they traced everything back to June and said this when everything was plotted. You see what I'm saying? So I believe that Jamarcus Johnson been working with those people, but I believe what happened is when they got Hernandez Govan, they had to lock Jamarcus Johnson up. You see what I'm saying? Because listen, do you guys remember this right here? Okay. And we gotta, and family, we gotta break this down, right? Do you guys remember this right here? Okay. Now this article, and let's blow this up. This article is telling us, okay, and let me highlight this. Aurora said there are no witnesses which link Govan to the 2 shooting suspects, Justin Johnson and Cornelius Smith, and instead prosecutors are relying on phone records. They're relying on phone records. Okay, is what they're telling us. Now, the thing that you guys have to understand is that these people are on point. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the deal. If they didn't have Hernandez Govan dead nuts, then when they picked him up, he would have just said, hey, I'm going to sit, hey, go get my lawyer, woo, woo, woo. You see what I'm saying? He didn't do that. What Hernandez Govan did, was he started working with them people immediately, meaning that they have that boy making that transaction. You see what I'm saying? They got him. They got him making that transaction. And this is why he decided to cooperate with the police. You see what I'm saying? This is what one's got to grasp. They tracked him. They watched that phone. They knew that Jamarcus Johnson, because family, think about this. They're saying that he's taking the phone and holding the phone up to trick the probation officer. So Straight Drop is calling from this phone. The probation officer is calling this phone. So the question that we got to ask ourselves is, what phone is the probation officer calling? It's obviously they're calling his regular phone. And he's calling from another phone, you know what I'm saying, to trick the probation officer. So this means that that phone that was at the scene, that they're saying was at the scene, was Straight Drop's personal phone. He had his personal phone on this lick, is what they want us to believe. Okay. And then the other thing is this: if he got that phone up and he's holding that phone up to trick the probation department, these federal agents, you don't think they know where that phone at? They can track that phone. They knew where that phone was at. So in my opinion, they been had Jamarcus Johnson. They just waited for him to get Hernandez Govan on that phone about that money. And then that's when they moved in. Okay, is what one's got to understand, because it don't make any sense. But they have Hernandez Govan through those text messages making that move, because what did the prosecutor say? They said the district attorney, Steve Monroy, said out his own mouth that Jamarcus Johnson gave Straight Drop that car. Well, he said he gave him a car, helped him get away. And then they said he helped do what? He helped them try and make that transaction. And let's just bag that up so you guys can hear that again. That's right. See, we ain't messing around out here, family. Oh, no. We not doing that. Okay? Let's listen to your boy again. Let's get him back up here.
One of the shooters received money, alleging that charged with conspiracy, and we're alleging that he helped one of the shooters escape, and he helped one of the shooters receive money for the solicited murder.
So, family, he helped him receive money. Okay? So if Jamarcus Johnson just got a phone and it's just text messages coming through there, and they wouldn't have never locked him up. You know what I'm saying? It's no reason to cooperate with the police and none of that. They got them boys dead nuts making that transaction. Okay? Is what one's got to understand. And so, in understanding that, when they say UNK, because listen what I'm saying, they have the phone records. This is how they got Hernandez Govan. Because, family, what y'all got to grasp, if UNK is somebody else other than Hernandez Govan, they ass would be locked up right now. They be locked up. This is what we got to understand. They ass would be locked up if it was anybody else than Hernandez Govan. Because remember, what did the lawyers say? All they have is phone records. And they got them. You see what I'm saying? They got them. Okay? Making that transaction, moving that money. But the prosecutor said, and this is the thing that's the most critical thing out of all of it. Well, before we move to that, let's go back over here, right? Let's go back over here real quick, right? Because there's something else that I want to point out. Let's get this shared. Make sure okay.
On another, making that an effective sentence of minimum of 6 years to as much as 12 years in prison. You've also agreed that the state of Tennessee has not made you any promises, no recommendations to the sentence other than the details of the court in cooperation with testimony or statements that they have given, that they have aided in the prosecution. As Agnes spoke to you on some other cases of the trial, Justin Johnson or Cornelius Smith or Hernandez Govan, in those cases, those trials, the state of Tennessee might actually call you as a witness. You understand that? Yeah.
So did you guys hear that? If those cases go to trial, the state of Tennessee is not just going to call you for Cornelius Smith and Justin Johnson. They're going to call you for Hernandez Govan, letting you know that Hernandez Govan made that transaction. Okay? Is what one's got to understand, family. Okay? Straight like that. Because here's the deal. They just told you that they only relying on phone records. He moved that money when he said that he got that money from UNK It's speaking about Hernandez Govan. The only difference here, and this is why you got to pay attention to detail, Judge Coffee ain't playing he's letting because he has to tell the defendant the rules. He's telling him the rules on what's going on. He's not doing that sneaky, this and that. The state is doing that because they're using Hernandez Govan as a confidential informant. So they're going to hide his identity to make it seem as talking about somebody else, because if he don't deliver, as we getting ready to get to here in a minute, he's going to eat that charge. Okay, is what one's got to understand. But Judge Coffee ain't playing no games. He just letting him know that if these cases go to trial, then he is going to have to testify. Why? Because he moved the money. That's why the prosecutor said we allege that he helped one of the shooters receive the money. He helped them receive the money. This is why Jamarcus Johnson original charge is conspiracy. Is what one's got to understand. Okay? That's right. You know what I'm saying? It's a very simple process, man, to understand this, right? If it was anybody else, they ass would be locked up right now because they got that phone. What y'all got to understand is that without that phone, all they got is just a simple murder. This is why when they got Hernandez Govan and they brought him in, they charged everybody else with conspiracy because they got that phone. They got the phone. They got it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't understand how y'all making moves and then y'all keeping all this shit on the phones. Like, man, this shit is madness, man. They out here on amateur time, man. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that. Okay. Now, all eyes, family, is on Hernandez Govan. Okay, because what ones have to understand, we're not getting lost in a 3-car Molly and all this other shit, all this theater that they're putting forth. They need that money, man, before they can go to trial. You can't just take the shooters to trial and then there's no money, man. You see what I'm saying? And this is what's going on with this indictment and this shit with Rock Nation that I just showed you guys, right? Because they're looking for a way right now to try to figure this shit out, how they can do this. Because, family, think about this, right? Think about this. And let's just be smart a little bit, right? And if you've been to jail, you know what's going on, right? If you ain't been to jail, it's going to be hard for y'all to grasp this, right? But think about this. They're saying that Hernandez Govan is the money man, right? He's the mastermind. Hernandez Govan had to give them some solid information in order for them to let his ass out, for him to go out there and work and do whatever it is that he's doing. Okay? He's not just out there on a whim, and he gave them some information on where that money came from, because what did the DA say when they got the bond? Okay? What did he say? Do I have that pulled up still? Let me see here. But anyway, we done heard it a million times. Steve Mulroy said when they gave Hernandez Govan that bond, he said, we have come into some more information and we have a clearer understanding of what his role is. Meaning that what? How did they get this information? Did Cornelius Smith give them this information? Did Justin Johnson give them this information? Did Jamarcus Johnson get? No, Hernandez Govan gave them this information and basically told them, like, yeah, I whoop, but the money didn't come from me. It came from somewhere else, right? Is what one's got to understand. And he gave they ass some type of evidence, right? In order for them to let him out of jail. He just didn't get out. This is a high profile murder case. This is why Judge Coffee said, I don't know what the reason is with this bond and all of this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because here's the deal. If Hernandez Govan gave them all this information, they don't need him out of jail in order to bring forth these arrests, is what you got to understand. They just saying let his ass out of jail. He gave them something right then and there. You see what I'm saying? And this is how you know that this shit is corrupt, because the lawyer he had before that, he ended up firing him. You know what I'm saying? Because remember that guy, that white guy he had, he kept saying, and they supposed to say that, you know, my client is innocent. And he was saying they're going to have to show me what they got on him and da-da-da-da. And sure enough, He ended up faded off the scene because they showed them what the hell they had. And they got that boy dead nuts. You know what I'm saying? So right now, he's working a deal with them and they have the information. Now, this is where this shit get even more crazy. We heard Big Jook name, right? We heard Big Jook, okay? If we ain't heard nobody else name, we heard Big Jook, right? Now, here's the deal with this. Hindsight 2020. The fix has been in all the way back. See, y'all got to remember that when the young Dolph murder first happened, it was that woman that was the DA that was in power at that time. Steve Marroy took over after that. And so what you got to understand, while we've been on the internet talking about all this stuff, you got Rock Nation, Jay-Z and them in the background. You see what I'm saying? And this is why it's important that we do what we do here on the internet, because they not playing fair. They not just saying, okay, it's a case, we just gonna get the lawyers and that's and that. No, they're buying DAs. They doing all type of shit behind the scene. They're buying police officers and all of this stuff. This is why we gotta blow the whistle on it, because they trying to cheat. You know what I'm saying? And we can't let them cheat. So the thing about it is, even just say for an example, let's just say that Hernandez Govan said it was Big Jook and he gave them the information and all this shit showing that Big Jook sent the money. Do y'all understand how bad this still is going to look? Because we know that Big Jook now is signed to Rock Nation. They signed to Jay-Z because Big Jook is part of that CMG brand and CMG is signed to Rockefeller. And so if they're saying that that even if they say Big Jook paid the money, why is Rock Nation going back and paying all this money to the DA for? What business do they got in Memphis? You know what I'm saying? With the DA. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no presidential election. You know what I'm saying? So these people, and this is why you got to be careful what you're doing, because while you trying to do, while you think you're getting away with some, y'all watching you. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna expose it, even when y'all not even thinking for this shit to be exposed. You know what I'm saying? What nobody thinking about that shit or thought nothing about that. Now the pressure is on because everybody know who behind this shit. You know what I'm saying? And everybody know that Yo Gotti is signed to Rock Nation. So do y'all see how even shit look that you got Rock Nation giving generous donations to the DA? Why? In order to keep now family. Don't y'all understand how big this shit would be if Steve Marroy came out tomorrow and said, we locking Yo Gotti ass up? He ain't got the guts and the gall to do it. You know why? Because they done gave him that damn money, man. And we got to apply pressure. You know what I'm saying? The other thing that I find very strange with this young Dolph case, right? Okay, is that think about this, right? We followed the Duck case. When they indicted the old block 5-6, okay, they told us the first original story that was floating around was that King Von put 100,000 on Duck Head, right? He put 100,000 on Duck Head. They never confirmed none of that shit in the trial. And the only reason why they picked that case up, because they was hoping to get an OTF indictment, right? But it never happened because, of course, we know D-Thing lost his life. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? But at any rate, they know for sure that it was a bag dropped on Dolph. Where are the feds at? Where they at? Let me show you guys something, family. Check this out right here. Okay, and this is why we got to hold their feet to the fire. We ain't gonna let their ass get away. Now, going all the way back to the days and times of when young Dolph died, right? This is what? 12/17/2021, a month after he died. TMZ hit us with young Dolph murder case. Feds leaning on informants. No solid suspect. It says federal agents investigating young Dolph's murder. Federal agents investigating young Dolph's murder. Federal agents investigating young Dolph's murder are hoping their informants can help them crack the case. But so far, the information provided hasn't led to any suspect or arrest. Sources with, listen to this. Listen to this, family. Listen, and listen again. Sources with direct knowledge, not hypothetically, allegedly. I think sources with direct knowledge of the investigation tell TMZ federal agents recently interviewed informants about Dolph shooting, about Dolph shooting death in Memphis with a few new leads. Listen to this shit. While we're told there are no solid suspects yet, the feds are hoping the information gleaned from their informants will lead to the right direction to eventually making a probable cause arrest. Okay? A probable cause arrest, right? So the question we got to ask ourselves is where the hell is the feds at? If the feds was investigating, the feds talked to all these witnesses, where the hell is the federal case at? Where is it at? Why is the case still in Shelby County if the feds was investigating and doing all of this shit? Where's the feds at? And why ain't nobody been arrested yet? And why ain't this shit been moved into federal court, man? It's because, family, listen to what I'm telling you. This shit is corrupt. Them people drop that money and they're trying to keep that case in Shelby County because if they move that case out of Shelby County, not only is straight dropping Cornelia Smith them ass gonna be in jail, but the police that altered that evidence, they ass is gonna be in jail, and the people that's trying to say Gotti them ass, they gonna be in jail too. You know what I'm saying? And it's straight like that. You know what I'm saying? So where the hell is the feds at? Where they at? Okay? These are the things ones have to understand, man. It's like we can't let these people get away with this shit. And we have to make sure that we put this shit right back in their face. Feds, you was investigating this. Where the hell you at? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? You know what I'm saying? And they know that the money got dropped on Dolph. So where is the racketeering and all this shit at? You know what I'm saying? Where is it at? You see what I'm saying? So, man, family, this shit is crazy, man. Let me see what y'all got to say, man. Man, we got reflections checking in. Excuse me. What y'all think about this, man? We got VA in the building. I hope I'm saying this correct. Jacquia is saying maybe they're waiting on Govan to disappear. We got to understand that Govan gave them some information. This is how his ass got out of there. You see what I'm saying? This is how he got out of jail. They just ain't let him out just because, oh, well, you know what I'm saying? And then the other thing, family, this is why I believe Jamarcus Johnson been working with the people because why did he get a bond? Why he got a jail for? You know what I'm saying? I believe he been working with them people when they got Hernandez Govan. They had to bring him in. Why? Because he's the key component. He's the monkey in the middle. Okay, he's the one that got caught with that phone, and this is why he's already pled guilty. You see what I'm saying? This is why he's already pled guilty already because they need him in order to checkmate everybody else. You see what I'm saying? Because if not, his ass going down. You know what I'm saying? Because he had the phone and he made all these different transactions. This is why his original charge is conspiracy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, just like Kimberly said, man, y'all hit that like button, man. Y'all know I'm over here. I'm in master chef mode right now, man. Come on, man. Got Opnum in the building. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? No, Govan isn't he's not related to not to my knowledge anyway. You know what I'm saying? But I believe he is related to straight drop now. You know what I'm saying? We got the queen in the building. Okay, so I said the Fed's been watching all this for years and months and let it go down. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so Ock said, let me see, because he's stepping on it tonight. Yeah, that's why they trying to separate the trial. Ninjas working. Yeah. Um, I also hear that Straight Drop wants to cooperate, right? But there's other different elements around that. Also, family, do you guys remember that they asked Paul Hagerman? Matter of fact, I think I got that. Let me see real quick. They asked him about the other guys cooperate. Okay. Let me see.
They were detailed to the court and
Hold on. Let me see. Is this it right here? Oh.
You know just how time consuming it can be searching for royalty free media. And when you do find some, they're all.
All right, so you said that there was the car, but the car was not the same.
Really can't comment on facts we didn't get to in court. I defendant identified Justin Johnson in pictures, and you heard what he testified to in court and what we told the court. I think those things speak for themselves.
Let's just talk about the
I couldn't hear you.
You expect your Marcus Johnson to testify to the
As we said in court, that's very high probability.
What day? I got lost in right here. What day you say Marcus Johnson actually possession?
Yeah, but it was entirely every
In this young Dolph murder.
took that into account, as well as his truthful statements to authorities, and you have the disposition that you have today.
Can you talk about how this is just more confirmation that you all have the shooter in custody?
Like we told you the first day that we're here for this case, Justin Johnson.
Family, you hear how he try to sidestep that? And you know who that is asking him that, right? That's your boy Jeremy Pierre. You know what I'm saying? Asking them questions. Hey, how can we be confident that we have the shooters in there? He sidestepped that. I got something else that's coming on the shooters because, family, I believe that. Remember, I did that video showing y'all about how they had put Justin Johnson on that shooter that was in front of that glass, right? See, what I believe happened, right, is that those cars that pulled up. Remember that woman said it was 2 cars pulled up with dudes with all black that hopped out. I believe those cars was the backup. You see what I'm saying? I believe the original shooters had on them blue hoodies. You know what I'm saying? And I believe it was 2 shooters. You see what I'm saying? They had on the blue. Those was the initial guys. The ones in the black that hopped out, you know what I'm saying? I believe they was the backup. You know what I'm saying? Just in case, because you got to remember, they know that young Dolph was moving right. And we know that he was moving right because he had his brother was there with him with that Drake, and he shot that Drake. And I got something that's coming on that possibly tomorrow. Either tomorrow, let me see, what's tomorrow? Tuesday. Either tomorrow or Wednesday, I'm going to drop that video, right? I got some crazy shit that done flew under the radar that we got to talk about, right? But we know for sure that he shot that Drake. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I said them extra cars was the backup. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I said, you know what I'm saying? It like Maurice said, it was a quick situation. You know what I'm saying? But listen to this guy though.
Cornelius Smith were the shooters, and that's what they're indicted. I couldn't hear you.
Do you expect your Marcus Johnson to testify?
About a week after the crime.
So how long has kind of this deal been in the works? And, was Jamarcus Johnson,
Which is evidence in the case. There is a, he has to tell the truth. There's a good possibility that he testifies in the trial against his brother, Mr. Smith. There is a, he has to tell the truth.
Now, family, did you guys hear that right there? Did you see how he's steady trying to hide Hernandez Govan? He said it's a high probability that he testified against his brother and Cornelius Smith. But what about Hernandez Govan? Because the judge just told us that you would have to testify against who? Jamarcus Johnson. Against Justin Johnson, Cornelius Smith, and Hernandez Govan. They're trying to hide Hernandez Govan because they know that Hernandez Govan is working. Okay, straight like that. See, the judge said, listen, the judge told you all three of them. He just gonna say Cornelius Smith and Justin Johnson. Come on, man.
Truth. That's what this deal, this was the guilty plea is hinged on his, he has to tell the truth.
All right, so you said that there was
else to take a plea deal.
Couldn't comment on that even if I knew.
all right, so you
Listen,
said,
did you hear that, family? She asked, did anybody else take a plea deal? He said, I couldn't comment on that even if they did. Let me back that up for you. Okay?
There is a, he has to tell the truth. That's what this deal, this was the guilty plea is hinged on his, he has to tell the truth.
all right, so you said that there was
else to take a plea deal.
Couldn't comment on that even if I knew.
all right, so you said,
Listen, he told her, she asked, did anybody else take a plea deal? And he said, I couldn't comment on that even if I wanted to. So why would they, family, think about this. Why would they want to keep that from the people if somebody else took a plea bargain? You know what I'm saying? And then think about it. At this point, why the hell wouldn't they tell? You got Hernandez Govan that moved the money. They know they got the money from Hernandez Govan. You got the brother that told off the muscle. And I believe the reason why the brother told is because I believe the information that was given to me that Shondell Barnett dropped that location on Straight Drop. And that car was in his name. It was in his name. That's why that DA said he gave them a car to escape. Okay, because they're not, if they're looking for Justin Johnson, they're not looking for him. So his car not hot. This is why that federal agent, when that woman asked him, when they caught Justin Johnson, was that car stolen? He said it wasn't stolen, but I can't comment on it because it might be part of the investigation. You see what I'm saying? So the car was in his name, and he gave them that car. So that's why the DA said he's been on our radar for a long time. I believe he's been working with them for a long time. Because once they got that car, they can track this nigga down. It ain't hard to track him down. They know where he at. They know where he at. You see what I'm saying? And they know that he got the phone because you know they pinging the phone to see where the hell the phone was at when he was calling the federal agent trying to trick him. You see what I'm saying? So I think they got his ass all the way back then. But we got to get Hernandez Govan. You see what I'm saying? And so they said that they got him moving that money. He made that play, and Hernandez Govan made that transaction, and they got them boys. You see what I'm saying? This is why they made him plead guilty first, because he's monkey in the middle. Everything is contingent on him. Everything is contingent on him because he the one that moved all the shit. So this is why they hurry up and gave him the deal, because they're going to use him to seal everybody else up. And like I said, they got Hernandez Govan. And not only do they have Hernandez Govan, these other guys are behind the scene trying to work deals. Why wouldn't they? What are they going to do? You know what I'm saying? What are they going to do? Hernandez Govan, he immediately told. You know what I'm saying? And 9 times out of 10, y'all got to understand how these old niggas think, right? I know how they move. When they got his ass, he was like, damn, he texting that phone, playing around. And when they got his ass, he like, damn, that I ain't going down. You know what I'm saying? Then they just killed his daughter too. He like, hell no. You know what I'm saying? Hell no. You know what I'm saying? And he telling. And you got to think, look at all the people that he was dealing with, flipping all these other people. And this dude they say he's a known rat. They say he been telling. How the hell do you, family, think about this. How do y'all go and make moves with people that's known rats? How? The shit is madness, man. Yeah, they trying to make Straight Drop the fall guy. And family, think about this. This is why Mia J said fall guys and all that shit ain't gonna work. We need the people that actually was responsible for that. You know what I'm saying? So this is what they're doing in the background, and we have to apply this pressure to their ass. We gotta let Steve Mulroy know your ass took that money from Rock Nation. And them boys is signed to Rock Nation, who they're alleging did this shit to young Dolph. So what the hell is going on? And not only do we got the DA, we got the police authoring homicide, authoring those photos with Olympic speed, letting you know that all the fix has been in. They just didn't know that the media coverage was going to be like this on this young Dolph case. They thought they was just going to kill Dolph and it was just going to be over with. It was just going to be swept under the rug. But it's a new day, though. You know what I'm saying? And this is why it's important to get y'all kids out these streets, because the 1%, you're not going to make it. If you got 95% of the people that's going to tell on your ass for doing something, what you want to be part of the 5% that, like, you're not going to get away. They gonna tell on you. If the civilians don't tell on you, the niggas that's on the capers with you are going to tell on you. Jamarcus Johnson, Hernandez, Govan. They like, nigga, we not going to sit down and do no time for that shit, man. We giving these niggas up. You know what I'm saying? And this is just what it is. And this is why y'all gotta make people like Gotti them go put their own work in. Look at all the family. Think about this shit. Look at all the people that's losing their life behind Gotti. Think about this shit. You got Keon that's still locked up because of this shit, you know what I'm saying, over his ass. You know what I'm saying? That's right. You know what I'm saying? And it's just what it is, man. Y'all got to start making these dudes put their own work in, man, because they not going to do that shit for you. They going to try to find fall guys and throwaways. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, it ain't worth it, man. Oh, right here, right here. They locked Jamarcus Johnson up, right? This is what they did. They locked Jamarcus Johnson up for it to not look like he was an informant. Exactly. He been working with their ass. Man, listen, right here. If it was an iPhone used, they have iCloud. If you don't disconnect your iCloud when you cook for show, they got them. Listen, family, think about this. If they didn't have Hernandez Govan, he would have said and got that lawyer and just been like, shit, come on with it. They got his ass because his ass is out of jail and he working with them people. That is a sign of guilt. You know what I'm saying? What you doing out of jail? You the mastermind. All of a sudden, the DA, we coming into some more information, and now we understand his role clear. They're not saying he innocent. They're just saying we understand his role more clearly now. Yeah, he moved that money, but somebody else put the money up. Where the hell is the feds at? Where they at? You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Now, listen, Black Sheep Media says, like you said, they altered those still shots. Why no video of the outside shooters? You know why, family? Listen, something else just came to me, right? Remember when Brick Wolfpack, right? Remember when he spoke, right? And he was like, people thought Dolph was there getting cookies and this and that. No, he was doing this, getting ready for the turkey drive and all this shit, right? There was movement up there going on at that damn cookie shop. I believe what they did is they probably took a shot, a young Dolph car pulling up, and then that's the photo that they used and they altered and put those people into that fucking those frames. Because if you look at the shadows and the people, all of that shit is not there. You know what I'm saying? So they have removed and added shit to the picture. If you actually show the real picture, the real photo of what's going on, that's probably exactly what happened. Dog probably pulled up to that motherfucker, probably pulled off when it, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to, like, family, this is what you got to, like, look, this is what you got to think about, right? And it's just certain shit that I'm not going, it's certain elements that I'm not going to go into, right? For certain reasons, right? But how would they know to be up there to do? How do you get that shit in motion that fast? You know what I'm saying? How do you put that shit in motion that fast if Dolph just pulled up there, went in there and got some cookies and came out? No, it don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? They would have had to be on Dolph. And if you look at that last photo, that last video, which they trying to say, oh, that was a video for the day before at a photo shoot, at a video shoot. Well, where the hell the video at? We ain't saw no videos of Dolph and that shit that they talking about was the day before at a video shoot. So they set up there and they lied. That was the exact same day. You know what I'm saying? And it's a simple thing to understand. Dolph had that shit on at Roof Chris the night before. He do like any other nigga do. And when he got up the next day, he had that shit on because why? I'm finna whoop-de-whoop, and I'm finna do this and that. I'll get dressed later on tonight. It's simple as that. They know that. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, There's more shit that's going on up there at that cookie shop, in my opinion. And this is the shit that they're editing out of the photo. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that. It's just that, and you know what I'm saying? And we'll talk about that after the case over with. But it's just, in my opinion, it's more shit that's going on up there at the cookie shop that they ass took out of there. You know what I'm saying? For all we know, Dolph pulled up in the camo, and he might have jumped in the car with somebody else with around. Could have did anything. You know what I'm saying? But they don't just family. That shit don't work like that. In order for them to catch Dolph like that, it's something else that's going on. You know what I'm saying? And they just, you know what I'm saying? I just, you know what I mean? It's just what it is, man. Yeah, right here. I agree. That's why he never got rid of the phone. He held his evidence for his own good. And family, check this out. You think Hernandez Govan just got out of jail on a whim? His ass gave they ass some information on the people that gave him that money. He showed them some text messages or something that was in that phone that led back to the people that dropped that bag. And if you think about it, this why CMG, they too quiet over there right now. You know what I'm saying? They too quiet. You know what I mean? Because they know they trying to keep as much attention off their ass because they already know what time it is. I showed y'all how they try to move Desto Lotta Cash. They try to sneak her in with the Uzi Vert. Family, think about this shit, right? Rockefeller hands is all over this shit now that you think about it. Excuse me. They hands is all over this shit. First, think about this, right? And I broke this shit down. Desto Lotta Cash, right? They try to weasel her ass in with Lil Uzi Vert. Remember, she was never signed to Lil Uzi. And Hernandez Govan sat down and did that interview, and he confirmed that she was never signed to Uzi Vert. So why did they try to use the media to make it seem like Desto Lotta Cash was signed to Uzi Vert? That's not how that shit worked. What they were trying to do, they was trying to bring Desto Lotta, sneak her in. You know what I'm saying? Let her perform and do all this and that because it's a money thing. They gotta make sure that she can bring the crowd in and do shit like that. But somebody saw the play and was like, okay, I see what's going on. You know what? We gonna look out for her. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, right? This is what one's got to understand. Steve Marroy has told us that Hernandez Govan is the one that solicited and moved the money. He never said that he's innocent. He said we have a clearer picture of what his role was, meaning that he was involved. Okay? He's involved. And at the same time, he tried to weasel his daughter in, you know what I'm saying, into that CMG Rockefeller shit, even though, now think about this, she performed at Gotti Bash. She was never signed to Gotti. She was never, you know what I'm saying? But they trying to weasel her in, you know what I'm saying? Under Weird Boy. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Somebody was like, nah, that ain't gonna work, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's just how I go. You know what I mean? And people can say, oh, well, it ain't got nothing to do with it, but it do though. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we know Hernandez Govan is involved. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that his daughter lost her life, this is how I go. It's an eye for an eye, man. Your ass was involved. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to remember, Dolph got people that loved him. That's got to, you know what I'm saying? And they got to deal with the same shit. This shit critical, man, out here, man. Okay, Reflection said this isn't the first time Govan been an informant. And they still decided, this family, this is how you know that these people were pressed. They was thirsty. Y'all sitting an informant to like, come on, man. Y'all know y'all ass going down, man. Okay, so Black Sheep Media says the whole line of arrests, not just Govan. And y'all got to understand that Straight Drop got federal shit that's going on too. See, he got federal shit that's going on. And this is the thing that's even more crazy about this shit. Where's the feds at? Hernandez Govan, I believe, have federal cases. Straight Drop got federal cases. Where's all these people at, man? They in all type of violations. You know what I mean? Yolanda says, yes, he knew Straight Drop was up to killing Dolph, but the guy in the hat looks like Shondell. You talking about the Bass Pro hat? I don't know. To me, let me get back over here. I don't know, but if you ask me, right, let me pull this up, right? If you ask me, in my opinion, that kind of looks like Teasy to me, man. That kind of look like Teasy to me, man. It's been they have degraded that photo, but to me, that's who it looks like, man. In my opinion, you know what I'm saying. And the guy that's in the guy that's in the blue, those are the first shooters, in my opinion. And the black, that's the backup. You know what I'm saying? Because if they jumping out the car, they can take they shit and just add them into the scene. You see what I'm saying? So, man, but yeah, family, man, this shit crazy, man. It's crazy, man. Jaquia says, so why would Govan want to kill Dolph? I don't believe Govan wanted to kill Dolph. I believe he was just the dummy that they found that, hey man, we want to get this done. We're gonna pay you woo 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 woo. And they paid him handsomely, man. He's got a little dirt lawyer, man. Who footing that bill? Who footing that bill, man? Who's footing that bill? And listen, family, do y'all remember we just read where they said that the feds, because like fam said, listen, we got to, and he's look, in every city, many of your top dealers and middlemen on police payroll, these ninjas work for, the feds paying informants well in six figures. So they said that they was asking the feds. It's a lot of these niggas down there that's federal agents, man, that they were asking for information on this Dolph case, man. It's crazy, man. Okay, let again says they let Govan out to clean up and do more people in. See, and the thing that's weird about this whole thing is they let Govan out. He's been out over a year. He ain't brought nothing in, right? He ain't brought nothing in, right? So what is he doing out there for real? I mean, I don't have anybody messing with that dude because they know that he's an informant, that he's working with the people. He has no business out of jail. No business out of jail whatsoever, whenever they get done with it. This deeper than rap. We got politics, ABD major label executives involved in this from Cali to Texas, back to Memphis. Yeah, man. And then you got to think about this. Steve Marroy, he done became the DA, and look all that shit that's going on down in Memphis. Ain't none got stopped yet. Ain't nobody doing none. Uh-oh, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get on down here, man. So your boy Cypress said, since Juke did, I think Flip footing Govan lawyer bill. But why the hell would he be footing the bill of a rat though? Man, these niggas is crazy out here, man. Damn, Flip. Man, this shit crazy, man. Man, this shit is crazy, man. I mean, Rockefeller all around this case, man, when you look at it, man. Like I said, man, just from that stole a lot of cash. And then from the DA, that's a big move, man. That's a big move right there, man. That's a very, very big move where you're donating to the man that's prosecuting the death of people that's being alleged that's tied to Rockefeller, man. Like that shit is crazy. That shit is crazy. See, dang. We gonna talk about straight drop, man. I got some information on straight drop, man. I got a couple things I gotta confirm, and we gonna talk about that. But I'm hearing straight drop ready to sing like a canary. Might as well. Y'all see what's going on? They ain't doing shit to the steppers out here. If you a stepper and you tell they ain't gonna do shit to you, cause they not gonna go out there and get in that car and do no stepping. They gonna pay you to step. So how they, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. I would tell them every last one of them niggas because they not gonna do shit, man. They're not. Just check the credits. Look at all these dudes out here that are told on everybody, and all they say, man, just stay away from him. Just stay away from him. Like, come on, man. If y'all don't get y'all ass up out of here. Mm. Oh my goodness. Hell no. Reflections is off the chain, man. Reflections with Kimberly is off the chain, man. I'm with you though. I'm with you. Okay, keeping it real with Rose says, do you think the court dates keep getting pushed back because maybe the feds are taking over the case? Hmm. I don't know. They got to come on with it though. I mean, like if we know they've been investigating since it happened. We know that. We just read that. So why they ain't picked the case up? I think it's just you got a lot of politicians and dirty police that's involved in it, and the feds they slimy like that, man. They slimy like that. So Cypress says 2 months in-house fighting with CMG. Well, you know why it's a lot of in-house fighting with CMG? Because Big Jook ain't there no more. See, Big Jook was that glue in the middle that was holding that shit together, man. See what I'm saying? He was QB and everything, and it's just, you know what I'm saying? It's just what it is, man. Gotti shaky. He already shaky as a pair of craps. He ain't like, come on, man. See, Big Jook got out there and got hands on with that shit. Gotti ain't finna do that. He get his ass out there in that water, they gonna eat him for breakfast, man. They gonna look out for him, man. And he know it. You know what I'm saying? He can't pull up in them trenches like Dolph was pulling up down there, man. Come on, man. You see, Dolph went to the hood to sign them boys, Big Moochie Gray, Snoop Bands, and all them. He pulled up down there in them trenches. Got he all on the private jets and all this other shit, Black Youngster and all them. You know what I'm saying? And then I truly believe that they know that this shit is hot, so they're trying to keep those niggas quiet over there. That's why I am 10%. All of these niggas ain't dropping shit. You ain't hearing them. He talked all this shit. Oh, I'm finna drop this, drop that. Y'all ain't dropping shit. Y'all ain't doing shit. The guy he said green light go, and he know we on his ass right now. You know what I'm saying? They know it. Oh my goodness. Black Sheep Media says, I just pulled up Maurice. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness. Mm-mm. Oh man. So let me see. Mm. Well, man, listen. They listen. Cypress says Jug Delph should clear Gotti, but we don't know what's in Jug's phone. Man, listen, they in them phone records, man. They pinging, man. They pinging, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know that. You got to know that. Got to know that. Can't be messing around with the phones like that. Right here. Like Michelle says, uh, Jay-Z don't have anything to do with Memphis, Tennessee, but he put money in the DA pockets, him and etc. That's why Flipper case taking so long, and we watching the DA and etc. Most definitely. We on their ass right now. You know what I'm saying? Send them this video. You know what I'm saying? If y'all got a big following on Twitter, at Steve Marroy, and send them this video right here. You know what I'm saying? Gotta let them know we on their ass right now. Ain't no tiptoeing around, man. Y'all gotta come on with it because the case cannot start without the money, man. You cannot try Justin Johnson and Cornelia Smith on a conspiracy and you don't got the person that gave them the money. You have to have the money, man. Okay? So this dance ain't getting started without Hernandez Govan. All eyes is on Hernandez Govan. Damn what they talking about with the lawyers looking for expert. All eyes is on Hernandez Govan. Either he's going to bring something in, either he's going to bring the kill in, or he's going to eat that case. And I believe he's already showed them. He showed them who sent that money because that's how he got his ass out of jail. They ain't just let his ass out of jail just to be letting him out of jail on a high ass profile case like this. Never. Well, Tisha B, listen to this. Why haven't we heard no interview from the people who was in the cookie shop? Cookie Girl said it was too family. There's people on this case that can't talk on the case. There's other listen, family. Listen to what I'm telling you. I'm not going to go into this right now, and I can't just because the nature of what's going on. There's other people that know about this shit that had already cooperated with the police. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of people that's cooperating with the police already. Why do you think that when they got straight dropped, what you call it, CJ Davis and them say? They had over 500 some tips. A lot of people called in on their ass is and are cooperating. And there's people that's even closer to the situation that has cooperated with them people. They know what the hell is going on. You see what I'm saying? But see, here's the deal. I'm gonna tell you something else, but they already know. Family, listen, they already know. Listen what I'm telling you. If they come out tomorrow and say, listen, man, it was Big Jook, he put the listen, that's not gonna sit well. All them, listen, family, listen, it's not gonna sit well. Because at the end of the day, everybody know that this shit is Gotti beef from the beginning. That's him and Dolph. Who's finna think that that Big Jook is just acting independently and try to get Dolph out the way when Gotti and them done tried multiple times to get this guy out the way? Come on, man. It's over with. It's over with. You know what I'm saying? All this shit is getting ready to look bad. And the fact that they donated to the DA, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, man. Angelo says Cypress TV, you right. Man, I'm gonna drop the link. If anybody wanna come on and talk about this shit, what y'all think, man? Link in the description box, man. Just make sure y'all got your camera and all that shit on. If y'all wanna come on and talk on this shit, I'll add y'all in. Okay, so whodunit says that's why they not showing the other card. They want someone to give up the information. But see, the thing y'all got to understand is people saw those tapes, man. There's cameras, family. There's cameras all around that area, man. All around that area. When they left and they cut out, there's numerous business around there that had cameras around that area. Y'all don't think people saw them tapes? They saw them tapes, man. Come on, man. That's Dolph land. That's Dolph land. They run that shit down there. You see what I'm saying? They know what the hell going on. Hold on. Black Sheep Media says, yeah, youngster was there. One of his brothers got killed on a Dolph mission. What? What? Man. Hey, listen, man. We're gonna talk about that Keon, man, because they said, man, with the first when they was in because they tried to take Dolph out twice out there in North Carolina. But they said that first time, man, they say, man, Dolph, them goons went up in there and your boy got shot on that first time, man. Come on, man. Oh shit. Hold on, Black Media. Hold on. Black Sheep Media says he sent his brother at the Dolphin, Florida, and his brother got killed. Come on, man. They know what time it is, man. And I told y'all, we're gonna talk about how Dolph was extorting Gotti. We're gonna talk about that too. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. That's right. Come on, man. They know the route, man. Got them shooters, man. They better quit playing, man. I ain't know nothing about that, man. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, here's the deal, family. Okay, I'm gonna say this. We're gonna hop up off of here, right? We not getting lost in the 3-card Molly. They got to have the money man in order to go to trial. Nothing is going forward until they got the money man. So it's either one or two things that's getting ready to happen. Either Hernandez Govan is finna get ready and bite the dust and take that case, or somebody else is coming down. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is, they don't want to tell you what the motive is because they know. Even listen, think about this, family. When Hernandez Govan did that live, right, with Stan G, and he asked him about okay, hold on. We got let me see here. Let me get added into this thing, man. Hold on.
What's up, man?
What's up, man?
Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear
I
you.
can hear you.
You
All
hear me?
right, okay. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
So what's going on with it, man?
They're
They're
chilling, man.
chilling, man.
They're
Okay,
watching
They're
these
watching
things
these
go
things
down.
go down.
okay. So what's your thoughts on it, man? Where you at with it?
Hold on, I
Hold
gotta
on,
mute
I
you.
gotta
Hold
mute
on.
you. Hold on.
I got a delay. Hold on. Let me close something. Yeah, hello.
Yeah, I can hear you on here.
Okay, no, I had a reverb. Something playing back.
You might have to turn your. You ain't on YouTube, are you?
Yeah, I was on my other one.
Yeah, you have to close that out, or it's gonna echo.
Hold on. I think it's straight now.
Yeah, you good on my end.
Okay. Yeah, man, this go way back, man. This like you got so many layers involved with this. Politicians.
Okay.
You remember the old mayor? What's the man's name?
The black guy.
Say it again.
Hold on, let me see something
The
real
white
quick.
dude. Damn, what's that man's name? He resigned. Like right. I think after the dog got killed, he resigned. Strickland. Ain't his name? Mayor Strickland. I think that's his name. Not the guy with the glass.
Cause I got Paul Young right now. Okay, so let me see. Oh yeah, former myth. Yeah. Jim Strickland.
Okay. Strickland was in there. All this stuff went down on the Strickland watch. If you look at the politician side, they've been trying to put that pipeline in Cascadia area in Dolph, man. But in order to get that pipeline in there, they had to remove because Dolph owned a lot of property in that area. So they had to get him out the way in order to try to get some of that property and then bring in that pipeline. That's where your political
Hey,
side
hold on real quick. Hold on.
Yeah,
Hey, let me know if the echo is gone now. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, it's gone. I don't hear. You hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's where the political side come in at. Now we're gonna talk about the music side. JC trying to control Memphis in the rap scene. Yeah. So and plus he got ties with prisons and all that. So he got money tied in all kind of ways. Then we looking at this situation. Who is on? Man, I think Zebo might be that. If you go into Indiana, because remember he played in Indiana. You know what I'm saying? His basketball. So
Hold on. They saying that. Hold on. They saying that it's echoing. Hold on. Let me see something.
Hold on.
All right, try it now.
Yeah, hello. You hear me? You muted.
I know I wanted to mute it to see if I could kill the echoing.
Okay. I can hear you.
All right, hold on. We got
It's echoing bad.
all right, so we got Black Sheep Media in the building, man. I think you got to unmute it. You got to unmute it, Black Sheep. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Go with the family.
Oh shit, it's all good, man. Yeah, I hear you.
You can hear me?
I hear you. Hey, you might have to kill your YouTube. Kill your YouTube in the background or turn the voice down on it.
Okay. I did it. Is that it?
No, I think you still echoing. You gonna have to turn your YouTube off.
Yeah, he got multiple things on.
The reason I think Black Young said something, can you hear me?
He probably had too many things open.
Yeah.
Cause right now I'm on my laptop. I have my phone, so I had to cancel my phone.
Yeah, you gotta shut one of those down because it's gonna echo in the back. But I don't think all right, Michelle says the audio is bad.
Let me see.
Hey, drop me a 1 in there if y'all can hear it now, or is it still echoing? Because it's all clear on my end.
Yeah, you
Yeah, you
good.
good. Turn your other devices all the way down. I ain't got no devices on. I think that was the other brother that was on there.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was him.
that was him. Yeah.
But yeah, I keep
I
going
keep
back
going back
to
to
that Brittany
that
chick.
Brittany chick.
You know,
You know, she's
tapped like an officer. That works for MPD.
MPD.
She was on the
She
back
was
of
on the back of that
Honda.
Honda.
So what
So
you
what
you got
you
a
got a
technical do the officer
officer
with the
with the
Scorpion unit
Scorpion unit
working in the
working
cookie
in the
shop
cookie
that
shop
day
that day
of the
of the
incident.
incident.
You ever seen
You ever
that
seen
footage?
that footage? On where?
Okay,
Okay,
you
you
remember Raiden
remember
said
Raiden said
they had
they had
several new
several
people
new.
working in the cookie shop that day. You muted. On mute.
I'm gonna take you out, and then see if, and just come back in and see if it killed the echoing.
All right.
All right. Yeah. So let me see. And then just let me see. All right, let me see if you good over here. You Black Sheep, you good?
Damn,
Damn,
see
see
now
now
my
my
mic
mic
ain't
ain't
working.
working.
But
But
man, the
man, the
reason I
reason I
say
say,
the
the
reason I
reason
say
I
black
say black
gangster over
gangster
there,
over there.
Hey, no, hey, Black Sheep, listen, you gotta turn that. You gonna have to turn your other thing off because it's echoing. You got another YouTube? You got another YouTube on?
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
turn it
turn it
off.
off.
All right, that it.
What you got a TV on? What you got playing in the background?
Nothing,
Nothing,
bro.
bro.
I
I
just
just
turned
turned
both of
both
my
of my
TVs
TVs
off.
off.
Oh, they saying you got a low.
All right, I'm
I'm
gone, bro.
gone,
This shit
bro. This
tripping.
shit tripping.
Yeah.
I'm gone.
I'm
This shit
gone. This
tripping,
shit
folks.
tripping, bro.
Yeah. So yeah, family, we are yeah, man, the internet. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Okay, so we good to go. So anyway, yeah, coming on here, man, your internet and all that shit got to be together, man. But at any rate, right, we gonna wrap this up, okay? Leave y'all thoughts below on what y'all think about this. You know what I'm saying? We already know that the case cannot go forward without Hernandez Govan. He either got to show up or the people that he gave up has to, you know what I'm saying, got to be brought forth. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all think the feds, we know that the feds is involved from the beginning, they were investigating. You see what I'm saying? So leave y'all thoughts below. And I'm signing off here on Israelite Talk TV. Shalom, shalom.